If you walk into a Cadillac dealership today, you are walking into a financial trap. The average buyer is financing $60,000 or more on a car that will spend the next decade slowly becoming too expensive to fix. You're not buying a Cadillac. You're buying a future repair bill. The price is not the real problem. The real problem is what happens after the warranty ends, because modern Cadillacs are not built to last. They are built to be replaced, and the people who figured this out are doing something that most buyers have not considered yet. They're buying 20-year-old Cadillacs instead, and the numbers behind that decision will surprise you. To understand the loophole, you first have to understand the trap. Look inside any Cadillac built after 2013. The physical buttons are mostly gone. The tactile climate controls that every Cadillac from the 90s had, gone. In their place is a touchscreen. Cadillac calls this the CUE system. Then they upgraded it. Then they replaced it again. 3 generations of infotainment in 15 years. That is not innovation. That is cost reduction disguised as progress. Because when a $30 button breaks, you replace a $30 part in 20 seconds. When the CUE screen fails, and they fail, the delamination issue on the 2013 through 2019 systems is documented across every Cadillac ownership forum. You're looking at an $800 minimum to a $1,500 replacement on a car that might be worth $12,000. Modern Cadillacs are designed to be impressive for the first owner and expensive for the second. A modern Cadillac can become uneconomical before it becomes old. The complexity doesn't stop at the screen. The 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder in the XT4 carries a documented timing chain tensioner failure pattern on the 2019 through 2021 models that generated GM technical service bulletins before the car was 3 years old. The active fuel management system on the 6.2-liter V8 in the Escalade, the cylinder deactivation system that shuts off half the engine at highway speeds, has documented lifter failure rates that run $4,000 to $8,000 to repair. These are known failure modes on vehicles still in their prime ownership years. And then there's the subscription layer. Super Cruise requires a monthly connectivity plan to function. OnStar requires a recurring payment after the trial ends. Features you paid for can stop working if you stop paying. You paid $60,000 for the car. You're renting access to what you already own. Cadillac used to build cars that could survive neglect. Today, they build cars that require constant attention. And when you stop paying attention or stop paying the subscription, the car reminds you. But there is an exit, and it's been sitting on the used market the entire time. There is a generation of Cadillacs built before all of this. Before the screens, before the subscriptions, before cars became complicated. These vehicles exist in a completely different engineering universe from what Cadillac sells today. The Cadillacs built between roughly 1995 and 2006 were engineered during the era when Cadillac still competed on mechanical durability. Physical steel keys, analog gauge clusters, climate controls that operate from chunky plastic knobs connected to actual mechanical cables, hood latches that open to reveal engines with visible components you can reach with your hands. No software subscription can disable your heated seats. No over-the-air update can break your climate control at midnight. No dealership laptop is required to read the fault codes on your engine. A $20 OBD2 scanner from any auto parts store gives you the same information the dealer charges $250 to retrieve. You own the car. Every switch, every wire, every gear is yours without a recurring payment attached to it. That is the pre-screen loophole. Most buyers don't even realize this generation exists. And here is exactly what you buy. The DeVille launched at $41,000 to $52,000, depending on the trim. Today you can find clean examples for $3,000 to $7,000. This is the fullest expression of what Cadillac built its reputation on. A full-size luxury sedan with genuine rear legroom, a quiet cabin, available heated and cooled seats, and a 4.6-liter V8 that moves it with authority. One additional note on the 2002 model year specifically. Some early 2002 examples had ignition coil issues that showed up in owner forums. Target 2003 through 2005 for the most reliable examples. One point that requires complete honesty, the DeVille uses the North Star V8, and the North Star has a documented head bolt thread failure on high mileage neglected examples that is expensive to repair correctly. This is not a car to buy blind. It's a car you buy with service records in your hand and a cold start you've listened to for 2 full minutes. A DeVille with documented synthetic oil change history at 5,000 miles or less, no history of overheating, and a completely quiet startup is a different vehicle from an unknown history example. The owners who treated these engines correctly have 200,000 miles on them. Verify the history. Inspect carefully. A clean DeVille for $4,000 is one of the most comfortable American luxury cars ever built. The DTS is the last old-school Cadillac. It launched at $42,000 to $55,000 and was Cadillac's full-size flagship for the buyers who wanted their traditional luxury experience. Long wheelbase, soft ride, enormous cabin, and the kind of presence that makes every parking lot feel like you arrived somewhere. Today, these cars are $5,000 to $9,000. The DTS uses a refined version of the North Star that addressed several of the issues that plagued the earlier applications. The same selection criteria apply. Verify oil change history and listen for a clean cold start. But a well-maintained DTS is a genuinely capable and comfortable car that requires nothing complex to service, nothing proprietary to diagnose, and nothing subscribed to operate. This is the car Cadillac's most loyal customers bought when they still trusted the brand unconditionally. They were not wrong to. This is the car that changed how people thought about Cadillac, and almost nobody is shopping for it in 2026. The first generation CTS launched at $31,000 to $40,000 and was the first Cadillac in decades to compete on driving dynamics rather than pure comfort. Rear-wheel drive, a 3.6-liter V6 producing 255 horsepower, a 6-speed manual transmission available on the V model, physical buttons for everything, no touchscreen, no subscription, no CUE system. This car predates the entire era of screen dependency. Today, first-generation CTS examples are $4,000 to $8,000. A rear-wheel drive sports sedan with physical controls, a real manual option, and a platform simple enough that any competent shop can service it without proprietary equipment. The pre-screen era in the most literal sense. What to check? The V6 in this generation has a timing chain that benefits from regular oil changes. Confirm synthetic oil history. The 6-speed automatic in base models responds well to fluid service. Budget for a transmission drain and fill immediately after purchase. 2002 through 2006 Escalade used the 6.0-liter LQ9 V8. LS architecture, cast iron block, a platform that has accumulated millions of documented high-mileage examples across Corvettes, Camaros, and full-size trucks. No active fuel management, no cylinder deactivation, no documented lifter failure problem. This engine runs. These trucks started at $53,000 to $68,000 new. Today they're $7,000 to $14,000. For the price of a used economy car, same badge, same presence, an engine that any shop in America can service without dealer software, using parts available at every auto parts counter in the country. This is what the Escalade was before it became complicated. For a buyer who wants the Escalade experience without the Escalade risk, this generation is the answer. What to check? The LQ9 at this age rewards oil change history. Look for documented service at 5,000 miles or less. Listen for a cold start knock that does not clear within 90 seconds. That is timing chain wear on a neglected example. The frame on trucks from Salt Belt states can accumulate corrosion at this age. Inspect underneath before any money changes hands. This is the Escalade the market has moved past, which is exactly why it belongs at the top of this list. The 2007 through 2013 Escalade used the L92, a 6.2-liter V8 on the same proven LS platform as every performance application GM produced during this era. 403 horsepower. Target 2009 and newer specifically, as the very early 2007 and 2008 examples had AFM concerns that the revised 2009 implementation addressed. Same Escalade, $60,000 less. Third row seating in the ESV, nearly 4 feet between the front and rear doors. $10,000 to $18,000 on the current used market for a truck that started at $65,000 to $80,000 new. Some 2009 through 2013 L92 examples were equipped with active fuel management, the same cylinder deactivation system that causes problems in later trucks. On equipped examples, the Range Technology AFM disabler works here as well and installs for $270. Many L92 examples in this generation did not have AFM at all or had a less aggressively implemented version. Check the specific VIN. Either way, maintain the oil at 5,000 miles and this truck will deliver 200,000 miles without dramatic powertrain surprises. No screen controls your heat. No subscription enables your remote start. No over-the-air update can remove features you paid for. Here is how you execute the loophole. You do not finance. You save $5,000 to $15,000 in cash. You avoid the new car dealership entirely. You buy directly from private sellers or from independent Cadillac and GM specialists who have been servicing these platforms for decades and know exactly what to look for. When you inspect the car, you look for the things that actually matter. You ask for service records. A Cadillac with documented oil changes at 5,000 miles or less is worth twice as much as an unknown history car, because the maintenance records are the history of every decision the previous owner made about this engine. You check the transmission fluid. If it is dark brown or smells burnt, the fluid service was deferred, and the transmission has been running on degraded fluid. If it is pink or light red and smells clean, the transmission has been cared for. You do a cold start, and you listen for 2 full minutes. A healthy engine from this era starts completely quietly and stays that way. These are mechanical checks, physical things you can evaluate with your eyes, your ears, and your nose. You do not need a dealer laptop and a $250 diagnostic session to evaluate a pre-screen Cadillac. You need a flashlight, a pair of hands, and the service records. When you buy a 20-year-old Cadillac from this era, you're not buying a cheap car. You're buying a car that has already proven it can survive. The depreciation has already happened. The reliability track record is already established. The parts are available everywhere. The mechanics who know these platforms are available everywhere. Nothing about your ownership experience depends on a monthly payment to a server in Detroit. No subscriptions, no hidden systems, no software updates that change what your car can do without your consent. Just a machine that works the way Cadillac built machines before they stopped building them to last. The newest Cadillac is not the best Cadillac. The best Cadillac you can buy today is one that Cadillac stopped trying to improve.